in the last 13 years of joining Armstrong. I never thought that with my personality and character, I could learn to love what I didn't like. I still do not like foam, but I like what we do and what it can be in the future.
In 2010, Phyllis Ong joined Armstrong, a manufacturing business that her father had built up. The company manufactures foam, film and rubber products. These are used in anything from cars to medical devices to reduce noise, heat and vibration. Ms. Ong became CEO in 2020. In 2023, she was named Singapore's EY Entrepreneur of the Year in the Advanced Manufacturing category. I'm Sumiko, Executive Editor of The Straits Times. I'm meeting Ms. Ong at Kiyaki Japanese restaurant at the Pan Pacific Hotel. She tells me how manufacturing didn't come naturally to her, but she now has dreams of making Armstrong both a McDonald's and Alibaba of the manufacturing world. How did Armstrong start?
Armstrong was started by my parents back in 1974. My father had some exposure by working with my uncle, so he knows a bit about rubber, a bit about elastomers, and then he thought that he could do another segment that's more related to customized and precision engineering kind of products for some of the Japanese customers. So that's how he started, together with some trading. And then he was very inspired when Neil Armstrong went to the moon, and he liked the fact that the Armstrong's name started with A. So that's how he came up with the name Armstrong.
Was it always your intention to join the family business?
No, it's never been my intention. I was handling more of skincare for 9 years, and then later the plant-based food for several years, and suddenly being in an environment where I am selling black foam, things I have no emotional connection to, is absolutely not natural. However, I think one of the greatest journey that I personally would say in the last 13 years of joining Armstrong is I never thought that with my personality and character, I could learn to love what I didn't like. I still do not like foam, but I like what we do and what it can be in the future.
How did you manage to pick up all the tricks of the trade?
Listening a lot to my father to hear what he means and not just what he says. So, example, he said, actually Armstrong, the right direction for us is to be like McDonald's. It just doesn't make sense, right? We are such very different business, they cannot connect. But as I start to listen clearly to which element is he referring to, that could potentially be McDonald's. When he sees a model like McDonald's, it is able to scale. There will be a cheeseburger, there will be a fish burger, there will be French fries. These can be standardized. On the other hand, when you go to McDonald's in Bangkok versus in Hawaii, it's not exactly the same. Service is also not exactly the same. How it looks like is also not exactly the same. There's certain localization to these. And this is what our business actually can be, which is that we all sell foam, but there's so many kinds of foam. But there's some foam which are standard items, which everywhere they more or less need that kind of application. This is when I realized that there's so much for me to learn.
Might you have any advice for women business leaders?
Women generally in today's modern society strive to do too many things well, but something has got to give. So what happened is that you don't have enough sleep, you don't have enough self-care, and you sacrifice a lot of yourself in order so that you can do everything. So what I always encourage people is spend more time to look after your physical being.
How do you apply it to yourself?
I spend 2 hours a day on cooking alone, sometimes 3. So my breakfast is a lot of food, and it's really good food. I cook tomatoes and red onion and a lot of natural food every day by myself. And then I'll cook for a few of my staff. I take my normal lunch, but I don't take dinner. So I don't eat after 5, except maybe once or twice a month where I choose to entertain. Every week, on average, I have 10 hours of massage and detox services. I encourage all my staff, please eat properly, and look after yourself and sleep properly. If you need to, say no to work. Yeah, because the journey is long. Yeah, so I feel that, especially for women, they underestimate the care that actually they need.
So where do you see Armstrong in 10 years?
So our ultimate aim is marrying again the McDonald's with Alibaba model, where we want to be Asia's manufacturing gateway for the world. So in future, there could be a lot of new partners, new customers from the West who are just looking for, it could be Armstrong products, it could be not Armstrong products, but they know that through our network, we're able to connect them to reputable partners in Asia who can give them the best service.
Thanks very much for having me.
Thank you, Sumiko. Thank you.
The aspirations of children have changed. Little girls want to become engineers and want to become, scientists, and children want to be bloggers and they want to be YouTubers. So we have to keep up, with what their aspirations.